It's a decent enough spot. Hey, Erie Rail fan. Sorry, please excuse the shaking for a little bit. Setting up the tripod. All right, I'm gonna keep the tripod just set up this way for now, looking in this direction, because I'll know if something's coming up from behind me, because I'll probably be able to hear those crossing gates. And what I mean by behind me is the depot back there. So if they're coming from that direction, I'll probably have more of a heads up than something coming from this direction. Win angle, sweet. Yeah, I learned that from you guys. If someone puts a W, that means win. Now, are we gonna see anything? That's the $1 million question. Because there's a storm that's off behind me, so that might pose to be a problem. Might not be here long. So if anybody knows if anything's coming, I'd really appreciate that. Tell me if this is gonna be worth it or not. Because I kind of got lucky in Memphis catching two. Be nice to at least catch one here. Make this stream a little interesting for you guys. Last time we were here, it was pretty good. Caught a whole bunch of trains. Sadly though, during that stream, found out that shoestring passed away too. Remember, always expect a train no matter where you're at. That's true. And this is a pretty busy location. Erie, when I do my normal, hey Louisiana, how you doing? Oh wait, you were talking, never mind, sorry. Yeah, when I do my usual streams, back in Minnesota, my staple sub ones, there are some people that talk quite a bit in that chat, so you're not alone. Hey, we got 6 viewers and 1 like already, and I haven't even shared it. I haven't even shared this stream yet. By the way, when I did the one in Memphis like 2 days ago, there was a person who shared that stream on one of their Memphis railroad groups, and I think we maxed out at one point, like 24 people were watching at one time. That was like the max it hit. Now 2 likes. Appreciate that. I go and I make a thumbs up behind cameras if you're gonna see it. All right, I'm gonna go really quick, share this, let people know. go. Well, thanks, Erie. I appreciate that. Hey, Train Fan, how you doing? This is a BNSF line. I Railfan the UP. Unfortunately, it's 90% single leaders and no DPUs. And that sucks. Alright, I'm going and sharing on a couple different groups that we're live just to see what kind of crowd we can get in here. And hopefully, train shows itself. UP, yep. You know, the line that I live by, the Hinckley sub, that line, UP, that's a BNSF line, but UP and CPKC have trackage rates on there. And UP, they run their trains on our line usually with 2+ locomotives. The only time I've really ever seen them with fewer than 2 locomotives is sometimes, well, I guess even there they'd have DPUs. It's like their grain trains. They'll run those 1 by 1 sometimes. And you get the occasional grain train that comes through. I'm just turning my down to try to save my phone. It's a hot one here. It's like 90 some degrees here. All right, there we go. Okay, so now I got that shared. See what kind of crowd we get in. All right, let's see what you guys are all saying. Whoa, you guys have been saying a lot here. All right, so yesterday sucked for me. I caught a boring train on camera and 2 nice trains that I didn't record, sadly. Ouch. It happens. It happens from time to time, stuff like that. But yeah, preferably if you can get at least a picture of it. Even if you don't get it on video, if you can at least try to get a picture of it, that's pretty good. Shared your stream. Okay, yeah, UP. I wish they got off it. Yeah, well, sorry, PSR is here to stay. Whether we like it or not. IDK how, but one of my videos got about 150 views in a few days. It was a video of a Hersire locomotive. Does the MSSIT superior to Itasca, Kansas train go? SSIT, yes. The SSIT. That's a very common train on the Hinckley sub. Ouch! You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to react quickly. when it comes to trains, and we're at their mercy. 446, yep. 447, that goes north. 446 goes south, right? And I've been away from the Hinckley this long, I'm already having a brain fart. Thank goodness I have a note for train IDs. Yeah, 447 goes north, 446 goes south, and then for grain trains, 350 is the northbounds and 351 are the southbounds. And then you got your Northtown Superior and your Superior Northtown. And then whatever other random trains you get, like your coal loads, coal empties, grains, your ballast trains, your officer specials, your GOs. And then you got UP, you got the MSSIT that goes north, you got the MITPS that comes south, and then you got your UP grain trains, and then the Coke trains as well. Coke empties and the Coke loads. And then any other random trains, like you might get an auto rack train that'll go on the Hinckley if they're bringing it up to storage, out of storage, bare tables. The Hinckley sees a big time variety, and then they have their periods where there's a lot and then there's a little. Oh, at least it's cloudy. Take that. Oh, okay, I answered your question without even seeing that. Yes, we do see coal trains. Loads and empties. Caught my first ever super coal train on the Hinckley sub, going north, when it was raining. I got home a few hours ago from washing camper trailers and motorhomes. Oh, cool. Is that like your job? Because that would be if that's your job, that's got to be a challenge, especially like with how high they are. Yeah, BNSF 1458 calls it a dead sub. Okay, I don't want to sound mean for 1458. It's not a dead sub. It just has its moments where it's dead. But it gets a pretty good chunk of action. You can get a lot of cool locomotives on our line. Being that we have 3 different railroads that run on it, every UP heritage unit I've ever caught, which is I think 4 out of the 6, have all been on the Hinckley sub. My first CP heritage unit was on that subdivision. Because you have such a variety on the Hinckley. So I disagree with 1458 on that part. That I don't consider it a dead sub. Railfanning in the rain hits different. No, I can't. Last year, I caught 6 trains in the pouring rain last year. And yes, that's a way different experience. I used my cell phone though, because my DSLR, I destroyed it in Washington, D.C. quite a few years back in the pouring rain. So now I don't take my camera out in the pouring rain anymore. I learned my lesson there. It's not a full-time job, but I get paid per trailer. I am able to bike to it. Oh, nice. That's a nice gig. And heck, if you enjoy it, it's gotta suck though on like the steaming hot days though. Come on, give us a train. At least one. All I ask is one train. Give us one train. Today in Louisiana, it's 105. Wow. That's a hot one. How long have we been live? 16 minutes without a train. That's not bad, I guess. On the way here, I was going back on the virtual Railfan cam. I went back on that cam to see, what kind of trains I missed and stuff. Which, there were some cool ones. There were a lot of crude oil trains that went through. And I didn't get up to close to when I got here, so I don't know when the last time a train went by. I hope it's been a while. That means something is gonna come. I saw they had some track equipment parked on where the track kind of splits, where the switch is. They got track equipment parked off to the side, so hopefully that means whatever work window they had out here, they're done with that. Unless I'm in the shade, then it's not an issue. Well, yeah, as long as you're in the shade, the heat's never an issue. I hated the last night before vacation because I went rail fanning right before it rained. It's a long story on why I went there, but it was because I thought that there was a heritage unit nearby. Of course, those heritage units will always get us. Be our downfall. Is there signals near me? I think there might be in the direction that we're looking. But I wanted to be in where it's shady in case the sun comes out. But now with these dark clouds, that might not be an issue. But yeah, where I am, I cannot easily see any signals. Yeah, with these dark clouds, the sun might not be an issue. But yeah, rely upon signals. Yes, I do agree with you on that one. For me though, what the main issue is going to be storms in the area. That's what's going to be the main thing that will either determine should I stay or should I go. And when I went there, I saw a cool train with a cool leader, but the second one I thought it was supposed to be the heritage unit, but when it passed, there wasn't a heritage on the train. Oh, darn, yeah. And then I found out I missed it. What, did you get there too late? Common story for everybody normally. We either get to a spot too late, oh, that's on the highway. We either get to a spot too late, or we leave thinking we missed it, or just timing doesn't work out. And then we, either get to a spot thinking that okay, let me rephrase this because I got a message that sidetracked me. Normally what happens when it comes to really special locomotives or trains is you get there too late and already passed, or you have to leave because of timing for something, and then you find out later that it went by just after you left. I know that feeling. I miss HUs, but they circle my area. All right, here's a question. Since we're on the topic of heritage units, who has the best ones? Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern, or CSX? I guess you could say CPKC if you want to, I guess, if you want to. I do like those gray ones that are they gray gold? I forget the color scheme, but they look sharp. BNSF sticker units do not count. And yes, I am stern about that one. Well, that's good. All the ones I've gotten in rainstorms, I had no cover. I had to get out of the vehicle and get that thing on video. NS, Grey Ghost. Do Grey Ghosts count as heritage units? I don't know, do they fall under the heritage unit? I know. I like to say that about the sticker units just to spite people. Because I know there are people that absolutely love the sticker units. Which, don't get me wrong, I like the sticker units. They're cool, and seen 2 of them. But yeah, I don't think they fall under heritage unit. If somebody wants to fight me on it, they can, but I just don't feel like they fall under heritage unit. GGs are the special interest units. Yeah, I didn't think they were. So the special interest unit, are they kind of like UP's Armed Forces unit and 1111, the Powered by Our People, I think they call it, and they're 1979. Those are considered special interest as well, correct? One railroad that could make the best heritage units ever can't even make one EMD. Oh, that's good. You know, for crying out loud, BNSF could make some good heritage units. Like, seriously. They got Burlington Northern, they got Santa Fe, you know, they could make some pretty darn good ones. And yeah, we've got those war bonnets and fake bonnets, but those don't qualify as heritage units. And then you get the random, like, SD40-2s that still have the green BN paint on them. .1080 blew up, not even before a month of service? Yeah, jeez. 1080. Is that an NS heritage unit? That's it. He agrees. Okay, good. Yeah, it is an NS. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Come on, give us one train, darn it. But they have stickers on a Chivo. BNSF has a couple sticker units. I think they got like 6 or so. Whoa! Is that outflow from a storm or something? Okay, what does the guy got to do to see a train out here? Yeah, I forget which 2. I know I've caught 2 of them. I just forget which ones. Yeah, 6. Okay, I figured it was. I thought it was like 6 or so. I just couldn't remember if it was 6 or 8. What I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna move a little further down. We're gonna move down here a little bit because maybe I might be able to see a little further if I'm over here. All right, yeah, we'll go right here. Sorry, I moved down a little bit. Now, yeah, I can kind of see. I can see a red signal down there. No, I don't think so. There's a good spot here. All right. I'm gonna turn you this way, give you guys a little change of scenery. I'll be right back. All right, I can't. I can see. Okay, so looking in this direction, I can see a red signal. There's a red. That's the only signal I see. I don't know what other signals they got down that way. I didn't see any headlights down that way either. Yeah, I know. I didn't see any headlight down that way, though, and I can see quite far. There's a bridge all the way down there I can see, too. Oh, cool. I'm just reading about what you said about the HO scale. I hear a horn. A horn from this way. It's like, am I hearing things? Nope, I'm not. Yeah, yo. All right, I guess I'll turn it this way. Yeah, I'm like, is that a horn? Nah, that can't be a horn. Nope, it's a horn. May not walk away empty-handed after all. Oh, what the Well, good. If that's in fact a train that's coming through here, we'll maybe at least catch one train. I just gotta swap out the battery in my camera because I looked down, saw it was flashing, telling me dead battery, and try to take pictures of a dead DSLR. Kind of hard. Okay, I look up and I thought I saw a headlight. That might have been just a car. Can you guys hear me all right, by the way? This wind will be nice. It'll cool off my phone. Because we're kind of looking into the wind right now, so... Okay, good. Yeah, I apologize if you can't hear me. Sorry. But I cannot control Mother Nature. Yo, let's go. Eastbound UP, passing me at control point on the UP. Oh, sweet. Let me guess, one locomotive, right? I recently got to ride behind the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad locomotive, 1309, and Cass Scenic Railroad locomotive. You recently got to ride, oh, cool. I fear you loud and clear. Okay, here. Sorry, I had to do it. Fearing someone loud crazy. Yeah, that's like some serious fear right there. Yeah, it is windy. What'd you say? Do I like classic SpongeBob seasons 1 through 3 or 4 to some people? Okay, I didn't watch a whole lot of SpongeBob when I was younger because we didn't have cable. The only time I could really watch it was when we went over to one of our grandparents' house. I will admit I did like SpongeBob, but I more preferred Teen Titans. I preferred Teen Titans more. Teen Titans was amazing. Oh, here we go. Yep, there we go. There we go. We got a train, everybody. We got a train. Oh, this is so good feeling. Please let this be good. Have lots of locomotives. Let's make this one catch worth it. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. My mom was trying to tell me something that I don't care about. About the SpongeBob thing? Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about SpongeBob. I only got to watch it when I went over to my grandparents' house. I had cable back when I was younger. Like, long time ago. I watched more Teen Titans and stuff. That's what I mainly watched. Watched mainly growing up. It was, for me, Sonic the Hedgehog and Transformers. I was big into that, still am to this day. Well, more Transformers than Sonic. Still like Sonic, but Hey George, how you doing? Oh, now you're talking about horns. A topic I know very little about. Hey, now we're getting a good crowd. We got 13 watching and 10 likes. We hit the double digits for likes. Took a while, but we got there. Took us actually catching a train to finally get it there, huh? Well, both got something in common there, Erie. I have a friend that has a horn list for 90% of US locomotives. Wow. I think that person has a horn obsession. What's the only one I know? I think it's like the K5LA or something. Is that what's on the Aces? And if I got that wrong, by the way, that shows you how much I know about horns. And I know somebody will correct me. And if I got it right, great. The K5LLA and the K3LA and NSK5LAs are all I know. Well, I know, okay, I know on the Cs, they've got like this really loud horn, and I thought somebody said that's like a K5LA or LLA or something along those lines. I think that's on the Aces, like for BNSF, UP. But if I'm wrong, I have no shame in that because, yeah, I don't know horns. I don't know horns. I kind of know how to tell if it's a Nathan K5LA because that's what CSX mostly uses. Some Aces have K5HLs. Oh, see? What'd I tell you? I can't tell DPU for crude oil that went by. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if they're cell service here is just that bad, or at least where I'm standing. Cause yeah, I've got the stream up here on my iPad, and looks like it's a little bit on the grainy side.